Today, we bring this motel back to life, remembering its history. The town, despite being relatively isolated in the middle of nature, managed to attract a large number of visitors, because the area had abundant hydromineral waters and offered many leisure activities. But it wasn't until 1947 when Timoteo, a man deeply involved in the hospitality business, saw the potential that this town had. He immediately ordered the construction of his motel, hoping to meet the high demand of visitors who came daily to the surrounding hydromineral waters. Just 3 years later, it was inaugurated, opening its doors for the first time in 1951. All those years were fruitful. Large banquets and parties filled the area daily on special occasions, and the motel would hang the full sign, but no rain lasts forever. Visitors traded the hot springs for the beaches, and new, more luxurious and modern hotels began to appear, and they stole the spotlight from the town, which, for all intents and purposes, was far away. In the interior of the country, by the late 90s, bookings had dropped by 30%, they were receiving fewer guests, and those guests had become more demanding. The motel was desperately in need of renovation, but with the drop in income, it wasn't feasible to invest again. The situation kept getting worse, so for the first time in 49 years, they put up the closed sign. Today, we enter again with the best intentions, to recall the greatest moments of a forgotten giant. Let's start with the kitchen area, which is this part here, although here they probably just washed the dishes. Let's go. Here we already have what appears to be the freezer room. They had several refrigerators around here. Here is definitely the kitchen where they would cook. You can see their stoves there. A huge kitchen, huh? Let's go. (2001). There's a 2000 calendar. It was abandoned about 20 years ago. Come on, let's go. The keys are already in the ignition. And they're for the lock, okay? That's strange that they even left the keys. Maybe it was a repossession or something like that, for them to leave the keys in the lock, because if it's yours, you don't leave the keys there. All the vegetation is already trying to get inside, and now we're going to move on to the restaurant area, to the dining room. Here we already have some plates. And these furniture pieces that probably once held wine, glasses, and cups. We hadn't checked this room yet. That's where they kept all the glasses. And here are more plates. And look at the living room. For being a guest house, the restaurant's dining room was quite big, so I imagine that most of the customers they had in the restaurant weren't staying at the guest house. This room looks so cool. Look at the reception. It's so well preserved. It's incredible that it's so well preserved, like this. I'm going to show you the main entrance, which is this one right here. Cobwebs cover this area. How cool. With all the armchairs. Look at this sign for the breakfast, lunch and dinner times. Notice the amount of cobwebs that have formed. Here they kept all their room keys. And look what they had here. That's quite a safe for a guest house. It's pretty big. It's odd they still turn. They're so rusty, it's hard for them to move. Postal code. Postal codes list. $19.90. 8 sleeps, 6 lunches, 12 dinners. Let's look at the last page. Let's see what year it is from. 1999. 10 days sleeping here. And I've really liked this reception room because of how well it is preserved. Thanks. With 20 years you can achieve this look. With the key left in the room, 108. But well, it's a guest house, not a hotel, so they probably just had the basics. Even the bathroom there, which isn't really a bathroom, it's a bidet. I mean, you couldn't really use it for your needs. So there has to be a bathroom on this floor too. The bathrooms, so that there wouldn't be bathrooms in his room. These up here were also quite small. Let's see if we can get a look at the structure of the building from here. Wow. It's swallowing everything, the plants. Well guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment telling me what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video.